Hello, my name's Mr.C and welcome to our fourth Year 3 coding lesson. Today we're going to be doing some coding in Minecraft, and that's so we can sequence blocks logically and achieve a goal. And our goal is going to be building a Minecraft house using Hour of Code. It's going to be great fun. Now, in coding, what we have to do is think really carefully about the order that we ask computers to do things in. Because if they do them in the wrong order, then they don't achieve their goal. They're not successful, okay? When we do things in a particular order, when we have different events in a particular order, this is what we call an algorithm. So let's just have a think about that. It's a key word for today. So in computer programming, an algorithm is when a sequence of events which solve a problem. So in your lesson today, you will have to get your sprite, your Minecraft sprite, to a particular place to solve that puzzle. Or you will have to take him to a particular place and get them to drop a block to build something in the right place to solve a problem. And to do that, each event needs to be in a careful and logical order to complete the goal. Because otherwise you might tell them to go left instead of right, or you might tell them to pick up something before they've got to it. So it's really important that we think in algorithms, we think in sequences which solve problems. Now, that might sound all a bit complicated, but actually, you know what? You do this all of the time. Let's just have a think about some of the algorithms that you might follow in your day-to-day life. So, just move myself over there. So, lots of human actions contain these repeated sequenced events to solve a problem. So, lots of algorithms are in everyday life. Let's have the example of tidying your room. Is that something you've actually done recently? Let's think about tidying your room. If you were tidying your room, imagine it's really messy. There's clothes, there's Lego, there's books everywhere, there's all sorts of different things on the floor, okay? What are you going to start with? Are you going to start with the socks and then put those away in a drawer, and then move on to the jumpers and put those away on the drawer, and then move on to the Lego? Are you going to start with the biggest things and then work to the smallest things? Are you going to do all the clothes first and then it goes something else? Are you going to put the clothes on the bed, and then once you put them on the bed, then fold them and then put them away in the drawer? So these are all sequences. These are all algorithms which help you accomplish the goal of tidying the room, okay? Now, some people's algorithms are more successful than others. Is yours successful? Just have a moment to think and discuss that with someone in your house. Are your tidying algorithms successful? Can you think of some other algorithms that you follow in day-to-day tasks? Okay, let's go back and get started on our coding. So for today's lesson, we're going to go to code.org/Minecraft. Hour of Code is a fantastic website, and today we're going to be exploring the Minecraft adventure, which is just here. There are lots of other adventures which you can explore in your own time. Some of them we'll be exploring in subsequent lessons as well. But we're going to start on the Minecraft adventure, which I've got open in this tab here. I recommend that you work through this in a logical order, starting from the beginning and going forwards, instead of jumping about on different levels. But if you do get lost, you can use the navigation tab at the top to jump forwards and backwards to different problems. So we select our person and it tells you what you need to do. So it says to start with is add a second movement block to get towards the sheep. So we've got a tiny little Minecraft world in the corner. This is very similar to some of the work we've been doing on Scratch. This is a bit like our stage. We've got some block coding tools here, and it's given us some blocks that we can use to solve a problem. In this case, I need to get the person to get to the sheep. So I could, of course, put the wrong event at the wrong time or in the wrong order, and then I wouldn't get to the sheep. I would turn around and go the wrong way. But I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to move forwards and then move forwards. Now it says the event here is when something is run, do this and this and this. So it's always going to happen from one thing to the next to the next. Okay, so when the program runs, move forwards, and then move forwards. So he's going to do that twice. So let's just check that works. Yay! He's jumping for joy. Okay, now this does get progressively more and more challenging, giving you more choice in terms of the blocks that you can choose to solve the problem. As we progress further in the game, there are different solutions to the problem. Now we're going to jump forward. I'd like you to carry on working on this yourself, but let's just hop forward to the 5th level of this. Now when we get to this particular level, we can see that it's introduced a repeat block. Now repeat blocks are really useful for making sure that we simplify processes. There's a great little video that hopefully pops up when you open up this, which explains how they use repeat blocks all the time in generating real Minecraft worlds and setting up levels when you start. Because if you had to tell the computer to do every single thing individually, then it would take a very long time. Whereas some things I can just ask the computer to repeat again and again and again. And this saves space, it's very logical, and it's much quicker. And that's why people like including that in our algorithms, in our sequences to solve problems. So let's solve this one, and then I'm going to let you get on and have a go. Now, algorithms are not always successful in accomplishing their goal. In this case, I want to be able to place the wooden planks down to help build my house. But if I don't do that, I've not achieved my objective and the algorithm is unsuccessful. So let's have a look at my algorithm, see what it does, and I'd like you to think, what have I done wrong and what should I have done? So let's see if it's successful. Here we go. Whoa! You can see in my algorithm I have put things in a repeat block. He is placing 4 blocks because he's doing these things 4 times. But why has he built them in a square and not in a line like I intended? Have a think about that for a moment. So let's explain that. I've told him to do this 4 times. Turn left, then move forwards, and then place an oak plank. Then it goes back to the beginning again, then turn left again, then move forward and place an oak plank, and then turn back again to the beginning, turn left, move forward, place the plank, and one more time, turn left, move forward, place the oak plank. So each time it starts at the top of that repeat block and works through as many times as I say. I could get him to do it as many times, I could get him to do it many more times if I wanted to, or I could get him to do it an infinite number of times. He could just be doing that all the time. But I don't want to do that. When we're doing coding, we're solving a specific problem. And the problem I want to do is I want to solve and put these planks of wood along that line. So hopefully you have spotted my mistake. Checking for mistakes is really important in coding. It's got a special word called debugging, which we'll go into at a later date. But I've found a mistake here. So I want to move forwards and place an oak plank. Now let's see if that, in fact, achieves my objective. Again, it's not been successful. Although I have placed 4 oak planks, I have not placed them in the right place because I've not started them early enough. Have a look at my code. What should I have done? Hopefully you can see it. What I need to do is first, let's reset. I need to place the oak plank where he is standing right now. And then I want him to move forward and place another one. And then I want him to move forward and place another one. And then I want him to move forward and place another one. So the order of my algorithm, the order of my repeat block is really important in solving a problem. If we get the wrong order in the code, then we won't be able to have a successful algorithm and complete our objective. So finally, I have managed to solve this problem, hopefully. I've placed the oak planks and then I've moved forward, and it's going to go loop that 4 times over. Let's see that in action. Fantastic. He's placed the blocks and I've succeeded in creating an algorithm using a repeat block. Well, I hope you enjoy your Minecraft adventure and feel free to progress much further than I have to today, but hopefully you can solve your problems in the most efficient ways possible. Use repeat blocks instead of listing and repeating lots of different actions over and over again. And also make sure you take the time to go through and check what is not working. If you're not successful, and there will be times that your algorithm doesn't work, which part of it doesn't work? What is it actually accomplishing? And therefore, how can I change it? You need to ask yourself those questions. Well, have a great time, and I'll speak to you soon.